We have Bubbling Springs, which is a very popular destination. You've got to come check it out. My favorite. They're really good. Alright, new little gadget here. Got extra strap, and I'm pretty sure I know what it is. Woohoo! Fit. Alright, you ready?
Let's go.
1, 2, 3, let's go.
I got a stop sign, man.
I think he's beating me. Alright, so today I'm out in Stanhope and I'm heading to Bubbling Springs. Now on the walk to Bubbling Springs, let me just turn this down for a sec. On the walk to Bubbling Springs, you come across a cemetery, which is extremely old. It's 200 years old, and there's people that perished, that are buried in here, that died in the Yankee Gale back in the 1851, I believe it was. And yeah, so that's how old this cemetery is, and it's crazy. It's full of history, but we're gonna go hit up the Bubbling Springs, which is one of my favorite hidden gems on PEI. Path I'm on going to Bubbling Springs is a very historic path. If I remember correctly, it's one of the oldest paths going to Charlottetown that existed on Prince Aram. And as well, there's dikes along here basically marking the edges of farmers' fields, and it's just very peaceful. Of course, you can hear the waves from the beach just behind me. Besides that, it's nothing but nature and beauty. So here we are, we have the Bubbling Springs behind me, and what you're basically seeing is water popping up, the pressure from under the groundwater, basically moving the water up, and it creates this bubbling spring. Now, that being said, you may remember there's a video I did maybe a month ago on ferries and waterfalls. Well, that's the exact same concept. It's a bubbling spring as well, except for it bubbles up so much water that it basically creates a waterfall. I'll post a card here and you guys can go check that one out, or I'll post a link down below too. Alright, so after a long and great week, mind you, some bad news health-wise for a family member. It was great to get out here for a walk. It's so peaceful out here, and lets you clear your head and reset, especially after you're working on a bunch of projects. Like for me, just finishing up 2 books, and they're going to be printed soon, so yeah. But this is a great spot to come out and just enjoy the fresh air. The graveyard here would be a really spooky spot to check out around Halloween, especially at night.